And you can see this is a wheelbarrow. How do you say that word? Please help me. Hey, it's Stacy, and I'm out here with the chickens this morning because we are just a couple of days away from the hopeful hatching of some baby chicks. We have our little hen Myrtle, who has decided to go broody. She started sitting on a nest of eggs. There are 8 eggs, and she started sitting on those 19 days ago today. Today is Tuesday. Thursday is the exact day that we expect the hatching. Of course, we are not sure. We don't know for sure what percentage is going to hatch. We're going to be as surprised as you are. But I wanted to start this process now and let you know how we are getting ready for the baby chicks. So the first thing that I want to do for our baby chicks that are soon to come is to get the coop cleaned out. So in order to do that, I put the dogs inside for a while, and I'm going to go ahead and let these chickens out and let them free range a little while, mainly to get them out of my way. So here go the chickies. They are going to happily graze around and eat some bugs and some new stuff while I am in their coop cleaning things out. Now we are missing a couple chickens when I opened the door. They are right here. On the right, you have Mama Hen Myrtle, who is laying on the eggs. And then this one right here is just laying there because she is going to or has already laid an egg. We're gonna let them be. This one may get annoyed that I'm in here and just get up and leave. This one will not. She will stay unless I make her leave. And I'm gonna let her stay right there right now because she is not bothering me. So this is what the inside floor of the pen looks like. These are wood shavings that I have down. And these have been here a little while. They're not really, really bad, but I want to start out with a clean place for the baby chicks to live. Okay, sweat and all, I have got the floor cleaned up. Let me give you a look at what we've got in here. All right, so underneath all of that mess, we did lay some vinyl flooring, and that makes cleanup a lot easier. If I wanted to, I could scrub and get all of this up. I am not gonna worry about that right now. That's a maybe once a year thing, but you can see that the floor is pretty clean just by getting what I could out of here. Okay, so I just cleaned out all of the dirty bedding that was in the chicken coop. This is what I took out of there. And this is what I'm gonna be putting in, which is the same thing. This is a pine shavings. They're the little bit bigger pieces. Says low dust. my whole shed here might argue that, but this is what I've always used. I know for a fact that you should not use cedar shavings. And the reason for that has something to do with the cedar smell not being good for the chicken's respiratory system. I believe that is correct, but that is why we use the pine shavings. Now, there are people that use other things like sand, and that sounds like a great idea. You literally just go through and use like a kitty litter scooper and scoop out the droppings from the birds, and the sand stays clean, and you don't have to empty it out like this and put new in. So over time, I suppose that would save, it would save some money probably over time. I don't know about time, because emptying this out took me about less than 10 minutes. Putting new shavings in is going to take less than that. Yes, I am sweating, but it's 186 degrees with 328% humidity here in Indiana. So I sweat when I look at heat. But I'm going to be putting the clean shavings in now, and I'll show you how I do that. Okay, all I do is open this bag up, and typically what I do is dump the whole thing in a pile in the middle of the coop, and the chickens take care of the rest for me. They like to root around, they like to smooth things out. Anytime there's a pile of anything, they don't want it to be a pile. So they are very helpful in this. However, because I work all day tomorrow and I'm not sure how long it'll take them to do that, and I'm not sure when the eggs are going to hatch, I'm going to go ahead and for the most part get this smoothed out for them, because I need to make a little area for the hen. I'll explain that in a minute. All right, my idea is to bring in our little, well, it's not little, our dog crate with the door held open so it cannot close, because I'm not trying to separate the mama hen and the baby hens, but I've got to give her somewhere that she can hatch these eggs where the babies aren't gonna try to take their first steps and fall 2 feet to the ground. So I think that that will give her a little bit of feeling of seclusion, where she's not going to think the other hens are coming after her eggs every time they walk by. It'll give her a place to lay peacefully and take care of these eggs until they hatch, and it will it'll kind of give her a place to protect them once they're born. If they're in there with her, she's kind of got a door that if the other chickens are not playing nice, she can keep them out. So that's my thought anyway. Okay, it's a good idea in theory. Now let's just hope that she will be satisfied when I move her eggs down there, and that she doesn't continue to get up in the same nesting box that the eggs are no longer in. I really don't know chickens that well to know if she's going to be smart enough to figure that out or not. So we hope and we watch. I have dumped the old shavings, and I'm here now to pick up some old straw that we have that I'm going to line the inside of Mama's cage with. good little spot. I'm gonna try to get in here and fluff up the corner a little bit, make it like a nest, so I can lay those eggs in there and then put her in. Oh, I'm sweating. Hello, chicken. Are you done in here? Anyone out? Now's your last chance to escape because I'm getting ready to close this door. Want out? Go. Go on. Go on. Go on, chickadoo. Thank you for the egg. Hit. All right. So here's what I've done. I have closed the outside door, the little chicken door, so nobody can get in. I've closed the coop door right behind me here. So the only ones in here are me and Mama Hen. And I'm doing this with everything closed because when I put her down, she's gonna wanna go get food and water. And I don't have food and water for them right now. Crud. Okay, let me go fill up their food and water and then we'll move Mama Chick. Okay, I got their food filled up and I got a full thing of water in here because Mama Hen can't get outside right now. And the others can't get in, but they have food and water outside. So I am going to remove Mama Hen from her nest, which I have done a few times just to check on the eggs. She's usually pretty decent about it. She will probably start eating and drinking and allow me to move the eggs, we hope. So I'm gonna try to leave them the same way up as they were because Mama Hen has been turning these just like they need turned. So I'm gonna put these back in here. Sorry for the view you're probably getting right now. Mama Hen, do you wanna eat and drink, please? I know, I'm totally in your way for that, aren't I? I'm just doing 2 at a time. They're nice and warm. I know, Mama Hen. Look, I'm putting them in here. Yeah, you see that? I guess I should have known she probably wouldn't be eating and drinking while I'm in here, nearly stepping on her and moving her eggs. All right, we're gonna do these 4 at the same time. Yeah, she's wanting out, but I don't want to let her out right now. I think I'm going to leave her alone for a few minutes, see if she'll eat and drink. And then, I know you're not very happy with me right now. And then I'll come out and show her where her eggs are. All right, so while we're leaving her alone for a little while, hopefully she's going to eat and drink a little bit. Let's talk about broody hens for a minute. So number 1, how did we know she was broody? Well, we came out to get eggs one evening and it was after dark and everybody else was on their roosts ready for bed and she was still in the nest box. So I kind of got a hunch then, so I left her alone, knowing that there might be a chance that she was sick or something, but I decided to just watch and see what would happen the next day. Next day, sure enough, she was still in there, and I ran a couple tests on her, just simple tests. I took her out of her nest box, and she was very angry when I did that, and when she got out with the other chickens, she was being very aggressive towards them, chasing the hens around and not letting them near her. So those are both signs of a broody chicken, a broody hen. So I decided to go ahead and let her hatch these eggs. Now, there are 8 eggs. These are not all her eggs. I'm not even positive any of them are. They could or could not be. I have 11 hens and there are 8 eggs. They are all from the same day, so there are not 2 eggs from the same chicken, I know that. But I have a variety of colors, which means obviously they came from a variety of my chickens. So I'm not gonna know what kind of chickens I have until they hatch. My rooster is a gold laced blue Wyandotte, and I have 2 Wyandotte hens. I think the Wyandottes are the prettiest hens I have, and I'm really hoping that 2 of the eggs are from the 2 Wyandottes. Now the problem is my Wyandottes are defective. They have the wrong kind of comb on their head, but the rooster is correct. So there's a 50-50 chance, I guess, with genetics that we'll get a good quality Wyandotte hen or rooster out of this. So we'll just have to wait and see. Now, that's how we knew she was broody. That's where the eggs came from. Do the other chickens, are they bothered that she's sitting on their eggs? No, they could care less. Unless a chicken goes broody, they could care less about that butt nugget that comes out. They drop them and run. So they really don't care, they don't know. I think it's interesting. It's an interesting thought that after these baby chicks hatch and some of them came from the other hens, are they gonna recognize them? Are they gonna go, wait, you have my DNA? I don't know how that works. I think it'll be interesting. But for the most part, I think once that egg is laid and a hen goes broody, all of those chicks belong to the broody hen. I mean, it's like this complete adoption process. It's like they never came from another hen. That's what I think. So another question is, how long does it take for the eggs to hatch? Well, the official answer to that is 21 days. So I've seen anywhere from 20 to 30, but then I looked closer and that was referring to other fowl like guineas or turkeys or ducks. Chickens will hatch at 21 days, give or take like hours, literally. So, I mean, we don't know exactly what time she started laying on these eggs. We know that it was before dark, sometime 19 days ago. So I work all day tomorrow and I'm hoping they don't hatch tomorrow. They shouldn't. But Thursday is hatching day and I am off, so I'm gonna be pretty much living out here listening for any little peep out from under her. And I am so excited to see what we have because we don't even know what kind of chickens are gonna hatch. I can't wait. So another question is, what's the difference between a person getting baby chicks and raising them and letting them be raised out here with a hen? Well, I think the main answer to that is it's so much easier on the human because chickens were made for this. This chicken knows what temperature to keep the eggs. The underneath of her body is the right humidity, the right temperature. She knows to turn the eggs however so often that they need turned. I have even heard that they know if an egg is not viable and they'll kick it out of the nest. Now, I don't know if that's true. I kind of hope it is because she hasn't kicked any out of the nest. But the chances of having 8 viable eggs I know is very slim. So we'll see what happens with that. But after the eggs hatch, my Myrtle hen, my Mabel the hen should take to them like they're her own. She will keep them warm when they need kept warm. She'll keep them herded up next to her. She will protect them from the other chickens. She'll protect them from anything else. She will let them know when they can go outside, when they can not be under heat, as in under her body. She's just gonna be so much better at this than we are. So I'm looking forward to that. I am so hopeful. I'm trying not to get my hopes up too much because we've never done this before and it is kind of risky letting her hatch these hens in the coop with all the other chickens. I know bad things can happen. If they do, they do, and life is gonna have to go on. We didn't plan these chicks. I didn't pay anything for these chicks. The worst that's gonna happen is we're not gonna have any new chicks or new chickens. So, you know, I'm just trying to take this a little bit light. Enjoy the process, learn from it, and teach you from it. Another question you all may have is, what do the baby chicks eat? Now, these are not mammals, obviously. Chickens do not produce milk, they don't nurse, so what do? Well, they eat baby chick feed. We have one of these that I will put in there with chick feed. It's different than the layer pellets that my big chickens eat. So we're gonna have to kind of be creative with that. If my big chickens eat this, it will not hurt them at all. If the baby chicks eat the layer pellets, it will hurt them. So what I think is we keep their food up off the ground. So it's going to be a little while before the chicks can reach it, before it's a concern. We will probably raise it as high as we can that still allows the grown chicks to eat out of that feeder with the layer pellets. And when the baby chicks can reach it, if they're not ready for grown-up chick feed layer pellets, then we'll have to put all the chickens on chick feed for a while, which may reduce their egg production, but it's okay. As far as water, we have a large waterer for the big chickens. I've got some small waterers like this. Okay, well, I can't find a small waterer right now, but we have some small waterers. When they're teeny tiny, you put some rocks in it so that they don't fall in and drown, but that's what will go in. I still have to work on figuring out exactly how that's going to happen. I'm hoping to maybe hang it inside this dog kennel or something. I don't know, I'm playing this day by day, but those are my thoughts. Let's take a look at how Mabel the hen is doing right now. Okay, I have confused her. She is laying in another box right now, which is not helping anything because those are my eaten eggs, and she's got her laying eggs right here. Okay, I've got her in her pen with her eggs. Now hopefully she will recognize her eggs. I don't think she has to recognize her eggs. I think she just wants to lay on any eggs she can. So hopefully she's heading over there. I know it'd help if I wasn't in here, but she's looking at them. And she's moving them. And she's laying on them. Yes. Okay, good girl, Mabel. Okay, another thing you may be thinking is those baby chicks are going to go right through the sides of that cage. And yes, they are. Mama hen is not going to be locked in here when she has her chicks. And so, again, I'm going to let nature do its thing and let this chicken raise her baby chicks. They are her problem, not mine. All right, so that's all I've got for preparing for the chicks. I'm gonna come back out in a couple hours and open the door to the dog kennel, little dog cage, so that Mama hen can come and go if she wants to, but I wanna give her a little bit of time to feel the eggs under her and get used to the fact that her eggs are there now. And I'm gonna have to watch that really close that she doesn't hop back up out of habit and try to lay on other eggs or the empty nest or whatever. And that's all I've got for right now. We will continue this video in a couple days when we have some baby chick news. I cannot wait to show you the babies, so please watch for my next video. You can do that by subscribing to my channel and clicking the bell so that you'll be notified when that next video comes out, because we are going to be celebrating some cute little baby chicks. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm Stacy with Empty Nesters. Have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you in a couple days. Bye!